Assalamu alaikum. And now I will bring on our hard-driven soldier. Keep your hands together for our brother, Brother Landon F. Assalamu alaikum.
And keep it going for our dear sister, Valerie Muhammad. That is my 27 right there. That's right, that's right. Keep it going for our sister. Thank Allah for believers like her. Yes. And when I grow up, I hope I'm half that. Let me start off in the proper fashion. First of all, Assalamu alaikum.
Sir.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, who appeared to us. To us. Now I know that's hard for some of us to deal with. Yes, sir. Because we are foolish people. Yes, sir. As the scripture describes us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
We are a destroyed people, as the scripture describes us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. True that.
We are even an ignorant people, as my mama describes us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Come on now. Every black mother is a prophet in her own right. Did you understand?
Understand.
Come on now.
Understand.
But if God appeared to us, as my sister just explained, on July 4th, 1930, he made himself known to us. But because of our self-hate, because of our confusion brought on to us by our ancient enemy, we have a problem with that. But I'm here to tell you that God came to you.
Yes, sir.
Why else would he, who else would he come to? See, let me tell you something about God. Because this is how I know God is absolutely black. See, y'all didn't like that either. That's okay, I'm gonna say it again. This is how I know that God is absolutely black. How many of y'all have ever watched sports? Raise your hand. You got LeBron James, Anthony Davis coming to LA, Kawhi Leonard coming. You ever seen a brother when he dunks on somebody else? You ever seen a brother when he scored a touchdown? Does he just give the football to the referee and go to the sideline, drink some Gatorade. No, it was maybe like one player that did that, Barry Sanders, that's it. But the rest of us, when we score, even the sisters in the WNBA, when we score, man, we flex our muscles, is that right? I mean, brother beat his chest, he do a dance, he do a backflip. He run up in the stands, kiss his mama, is that right? See, that's that Godhood in us. So this is what God had to do. He had to do something to stunt on the world. He had to show out a little bit.
Come on.
See, he couldn't show out by raising the people that was already raised.
What you say?
That's not easy. If I dunked on a basketball rim that was about this high, you'd be like, brother, go sit down. You didn't even have to jump. But if I dunked on a rim that was as high as that light fixture, you'd be like, brother, you're working with something, right? So he had to raise the people that was so deep in the mud that even they couldn't see their own salvation. That even they couldn't see themselves being raised up. So he had to come to you so he could do a touchdown dance, so he could flex a little bit, so he could show his muscle. Do you understand? So I'm going to say it again. God came to you in the person of Master Fard Muhammad so he can flex on the entire universe. Give yourselves a hand for being the people of God. All praise to Allah. I further bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. But I have to be very clear. When I say Muhammad is his messenger, I'm not quite talking about Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was indeed the messenger of Allah. That is the messenger that many of our Orthodox brothers and sisters in Islam recognize, and they recognize him only as the messenger of Allah, the last messenger. And he did a beautiful work in Arabia 1,400 years ago for his people. For his people.
Understand.
For which people? His people.
Understand.
And the Holy Quran, that's the book of the Muslims. Of all the Muslims. You can't call yourself a Muslim if you don't own the Holy Quran. And if you don't go by what the Holy Quran teaches. In the Holy Quran it says, certainly, in every nation, a messenger will be raised. Which nation? Every nation? Every nation?
Yes, sir.
All nations. And nation doesn't just mean a body of land. It can just be a group of people. So the Holy Quran said that certainly, that leaves out all doubt. There is no doubt in it. Certainly in every nation, a messenger will be raised. So I love Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. They call him Prophet Muhammad Ibn Abdullah, peace be upon him. I'm so thankful for what he did. He brought Islam and revealed the Holy Quran to his people in what they call a state of Jahiliyyah. That means a state of ignorance.
That's right.
His people were in bad shape.
Come on, wake us up.
How we doing over here in America?
Wake us up.
We're not in necessarily the state of Jahiliyyah. We're here in the United States, and we just ignorant. We in bad shape too. So Allah, God does not send messengers. Do you understand? He does not send messengers. He doesn't take a messenger in Japan and say, listen, brother, there's some stuff going down in Compton. I need you to go deal with that. He doesn't go to Australia and say, listen, brother, there's something going on in Canada, and I need you to go and deal with that. No, he raises a messenger from among the very people in which the issue is. So he raised a Georgia-born black man by the name of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So when I say that Muhammad is his messenger, I'm speaking of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Please give that man a round of applause. He was raised for you. He was absolutely raised for you. And I would not know anything about those two beautiful men. I wouldn't know a thing about them.
That's right.
If it wasn't for a man in our midst today, he is our divine leader, teacher, and guide. And I know, black man, we're talking not just in the media, but just in the way our enemy has gone into our homes and broken up our families and destroyed our family structure. He's preparing you, your enemy is preparing you to hate yourself and also hate any other black man. And that's not just to the brothers, that's for the sisters too. So when a black man is raised among us, you're going to be slow to follow his lead.
teach.
Because you had a problem with your daddy.
Come on, teach.
You
Teach.
had a problem with your baby
Come on,
daddy.
shake us up.
You had a problem with your mama. You had a problem with your baby mama. So when we see someone that looks like us, particularly a black man, we're a little slow on the move.
Come on, talk.
But I thank Allah that He raised the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to be that divine leader, teacher, and guide. So a brother like me, who was born several years after the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad departed, I was born several decades after Master Fard Muhammad departed, but I still know and love both of those men due to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And in those three great names, I greet you in the words of peace. We say it in our original Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum. All praise is due to Allah. Give yourself a round of applause again for coming to your nation of Islam. Your nation of Islam. Now, some of y'all might be like, brother, why do we need our own nation? Ain't America good enough for all of us? Ain't enough freedom here in America for everybody? Well, what Brother Rodney say, can't we all just get along? I know, some of you feel that way right now, I understand. You know, and some of you will say, well, man, brother, we had a black president. I mean, we got black superheroes. I went to go see Black Panther, I ain't gonna front. And like my sister said, man, we got black mermaids now. I don't know how I feel about that. Because last time I saw a mermaid, it was only half of a woman and the rest was a fish. And that's like cutting off one of the best. Let me stop. But we got black mermaids now. So brother, why should we separate from this? See, we sound like slaves now. What's better than what we got here? We got black mermaids. We got black presidents. Why should we separate from this? But you know, this is the woke generation.
Come on, say that.
We woke now.
Yes, sir.
We got that good YouTube knowledge, right? We got that good Facebook knowledge, right?
Got it.
We make fun of grandma and them. Because Big Mama and them, she goes to church. Big Mama and Big Mama's mama and all them, they worship this white God in the sky.
Come on. Wake us
That's
up.
gonna come down and give your black behind some type of salvation. And we laugh at them. They don't know what they was tripping on. They on some other stuff, right? We smarter than that now, right? We on a whole other plane now, right? I'm not so sure. Because we basically went from worshiping a white God in the sky to worshiping spookism and a white God on a silver screen. We sit back waiting on the same white people who remixed Christianity, remixed Islam, remixed religion, stepped on it like they do dope in the streets, and gave it to us. That same white man also makes our movies, also makes our TV shows. So we waiting on Hollywood to give us our salvation, imaginary salvation.
Pitiful.
So yeah, it's funny that white folks are mad about a black mermaid. But I don't know, I think what bothers me is that we so happy about a black mermaid. I mean, do you really want a black hero? Do you really want a black princess? Do you really want to see black kings? How about this? Be one.
My.
Some of us might say, oh, Brother Landon, you tripping, man. It's for the babies. It's for the children. So the children can see somebody, you know. The girls want to see a black mermaid. Even though you got to explain to her why that sister is half fish and half sister. You know that's the first question they're going to ask. I mean, because they little. They don't remember the old mermaid. They're going to be like, Mama, why she half catfish? So get ready to answer that question. And they listening, and if you say something stupid, they ain't gonna never trust you again. That's why the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad wanted us to get away from those fairy tales, get away from them little bedtime stories, because they don't make sense. All praise is due to Allah. But if you're doing it for the children, I understand, because you want them to be someone, you want them to see someone that looks like them. But guess what? Don't nobody look more like them than you. I mean, I done seen some of y'all children now. I done seen some of y'all grandchildren. Some of y'all have grandchildren that look just like y'all. And they want to see you do something good. That's right. And I'm not talking about something amazing like being the president and all of that kind of stuff. They just want to see you be righteous. They want to see you stand up to this number one enemy that we have in our midst. They don't want you telling them, baby, don't look the white man in the eye. They don't want you saying stuff like, baby, I'm going to send you to a good school. And then every time you send them to a good school, they look around and all they see are other white children.
Come on.
What message does that send to them? See, they're not looking at you like Black Panther now. They're not looking at you like a Black Mermaid.
Come on, teach.
They looking at mama and grandma like, man, y'all on some other stuff. So if you want to see a Black hero, Black king, hell, send them to a history book, a real history book.
Come on, say that. Teach.
You want to see a Black princess? That's it? A Black princess? When the Black woman is the second self of God?
Go ahead. That's right.
The second self of God?
Teach on.
But you just want to see a Black mermaid? A half-fish sister? Come on now. You want to see a Black king?
Teach it good.
This is the same world that gave us Mansa Musa.
Come on, talk.
But you just want to see Denzel with a crown on his head. And the director yells, cut. Come on now, Black people. So again, if you want to see Black superheroes, you want to see Black mermaids, you want to see Black heroes, you want to see Black kings, Black queens, then do our children a favor and be one, all right?
Yes,
All right. I told you that Black heroes were real, right?
Right now.
I'm about to bring up a real Black hero.
Yes, sir.
A real Black hero. He gonna get up here and act all humble with it. But I'm gonna tell you, this brother is a Black hero because for 25 years, this is ground zero of gang violence.
Say that.
This is ground zero of the crack epidemic. This is where it all started right here. And for 25 years, he has sacrificed everything. Sacrificed everything for our people, the Black and the brown. Representing the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and he's done such a good job of it, we couldn't even call him Tony no more. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gave him a beautiful new name because he is a new man. So at this time, dear brothers and sisters, I'm going to need you to show love to our Western Regional Student Minister, Abdul Malik Saeed Muhammad. Please receive him.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, the one God to whom praise is certainly forever due, we thank Almighty God, Allah, that one who is the creator of everything. We're talking about the God who is the originator of the heavens and the earth.
That's right. Yes, sir.
We're talking about the one who created himself out of the triple darkness of space.
That's right. Bring it out.
We thank Almighty God, Allah, that one who is the revealer of all great and sacred truth.
Yes, sir.
You know, family, we could never thank Almighty God, Allah, enough for none of the servants who came from Him
Go ahead.
that He sent into the world
Yes, sir.
in a mighty line of divine.
That's right.
All of them, I don't care what you call them, all of them came from the one God.
That's right. Yes, sir.
It ain't no whole bunch of gods.
Come on.
You may be confused.
Bring it out. Yes, sir.
The only problem with black people in America, we're confused because we can't speak with one language.
Come on now.
Look at it.
We act as if no other languages exist. So the Caucasians got you speaking their language. English. You ain't no Englishman.
Come on, say that. Say that.
Well, you act like one now, though. We thank the one God for giving to us Abraham. Any human being who comes with the wisdom to lift humanity, none of us have the right to take the place of God as if we have been given something that wasn't already here. So we thank him for Moses. For we need a man like Abraham, because Abraham, he had to get people to stop accepting statues, stones, images, as if they got power.
Teach.
Man has started bowing to bricks that was carved in the image of human beings.
Come on now.
God hates idol worshiping.
Yes, sir.
You may have a cross around your neck. It may be gold. It got a lot of diamonds, but it ain't got no power.
Come on.
You can grab it all day. We are so silly. I'm not going to even get on the plane if I ain't got my cross. Well, the plane is in the shape of a cross.
Come on. Think about that.
But if you turn it the other way, it's an X. Right, Brother Brandon?
At 33,000 feet, when you hit turbulence, ain't no sense in grabbing the cross.
Come on.
You better do what the pilots say do. Tighten your seatbelt
All
up.
right. Come on, man.
There it is.
A day when men and women would walk and talk to statues, talk to stones.
My God.
They have our brown brothers and sisters doing that in the Catholic Church. Kissing statues, kissing stones. Abraham said, look at these fools.
That part.
So one day, Abraham went into the temple. And there was these big old gods, statues, and little bitty statue gods. And Abraham pushed down all the little gods, just broke them up.
Come on.
And the people came to the temple and was shouting and screaming upset, who did this to our gods? And Abraham said, ask the big God.
Come on.
And when people realized, wait a minute, that statue can't talk. And some of us are like that today. We have more reverence for a church standing in front of a church. Some of us won't even commit sins standing in front of a church. And that is not the best of God's creation.
Oh, God. What's up?
Come on.
You should have reverence for what is the best of his creation. You should respect what God created. He did not build none of these churches, mosques, or temples.
That's right.
Man did that.
Go ahead.
His name is mentioned in those edifices, and we should respect any house where his name is mentioned.
Go ahead.
But that's not the best of his creation.
That's right. That's right.
The best of his creation, according to him, he said, is the human being.
That's right. Yes, sir.
God created this body.
Straight facts.
Huh?
Come on.
There ain't a Caucasian on this planet that can build one of these.
Go ahead.
They trying now. Don't get them boys wrong. They damn sure trying. God said, man is the best of my creation. He's the architect. He's the seamstress
Come on.
of this thing called a human body. And when he created the body, he breathed into it of his inspiration.
Yes, sir. You did. You did.
Yet, we don't get pious when we standing around each other.
Understand.
Come
Understand.
on. Think about
Good
that.
teaching.
So we'll have more respect. I'm not going to call a sister the B word in the church. You shouldn't call her the B word at all.
All right. Go ahead.
Every time you see her, you should bow.
Yes, sir.
And every time she see you, she should bow.
For sure. That's right.
Because a beautiful originator is your creator. We thank God for Jesus. We thank him for Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon these great and worthy servants of his. But may I bring you some good news?
Yes, sir. Please.
Good news to the believers.
Y'all look a little nervous. I know it was an earthquake. Don't worry, we know the dude that sent that.
Go ahead.
Son of Man is busy.
Right. Say that. Right. Say that.
We're going to talk about that quake.
Wait here.
Y'all all right? I want to bring you some good news because oppressed people of color, I said of color.
Come on.
There are some people who don't have color.
That's right.
I want to bring good news to the black, the brown, the red, and the yellow man. Why are you not going to bring no good news to white people? Well, this is good news to white people who love truth.
That's right.
Wake us up. Wake us up.
And I'm not going to waste time arguing with those people in them bodies because Jesus couldn't help them. What the hell do I look like?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, don't get angry. Don't leave. Don't leave. This ain't a hate white people. I ain't got time to do that either.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not in no hating on white people.
No, sir.
But I want to just talk to you about some good news. That a man came, made himself known 89 years ago.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
He was the answer to the prayers of the nearly 100 million of our ancestors whose bones are at the bottom
Yes, sir.
of the Atlantic Ocean. Some of them are buried in swamps in the south.
Go ahead.
Some of them, their skin and their blood still soaks some of the trees in Mississippi,
Come on now. Come on.
Alabama, Georgia,
Go ahead.
Louisiana.
Come on now.
Huh?
Talk.
Some of them were castrated, raped, robbed, teeth knocked out. Huh? Y'all forgot?
Come on.
See, that's why God can't rely on a Negro.
Go ahead. Wake us up.
You may forget, but God have not forgotten.
Go ahead.
And I'm telling you right now, the sins of white America have mounted up so high
Go ahead.
that God is about to destroy this country called America. You can take it or leave it alone. That might sadden you. Don't sadden me. Whatever God wants is his. Even if it's me.
Come on. Say that.
I don't want to go down with these folks.
Come on.
So I want to bring you some good news. I know you've been told you are nothing.
Come on.
The sad part about being told you ain't nothing, or the way we said in the hood, you ain't. See how quick y'all feel that is? The sad part about that statement is we have gone into agreement with it. This is the thing that when Christ comes, he would catch hell breaking your agreements. I'm talking about Muslims too. Once you agree to something, you know it's got you.
Yes, sir. Come on. Yes, sir.
And some of us don't even know we have agreed to things.
Good teaching.
So I thank God for coming in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, a man who came from the East,
Yes, sir.
showed up in America. I don't want you to not just listen to me. You ain't gotta believe, but you gotta go study.
Right. Come on.
So before you sit there and say, I don't believe him, be quiet, because your problem is you don't like no knowledge coming from a black man.
Come on.
Anyway.
Fact. Fact.
But if I can send you to a Caucasian and say, Google this cracker, Google that cracker, and he say the same thing I say, you will believe him.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
got to sit there and say, well, that
You got to do some convincing.
Come on.
damn blood cuz.
You got to work hard.
We sick like that.
Come on.
Because this is a mental genocide that's been poured on us. Don't expect nothing good coming out of a nigga.
Come on.
In fact, the Caucasian taught us to distrust one another, but trust me, you're murderer.
Right.
Trust me, you're robber.
Come on.
I done robbed you, I done raped you, and you trust me even to the day in 2019.
Damn. Go ahead.
You trust me. All I gotta do is pat you niggas on the head. You won't even wash your hair for a week.
Sticky hair.
That's
Had
real.
it be on my head. I'm gonna be lucky. Yeah, cell block too, nigga. I mean, y'all just got to celebrate y'all independence, didn't you? Oh, it's the 4th of July.
Jews.
Come on.
The 4th of July.
Stage.
We're gonna have fun today.
Yes, sir.
I don't like preaching. I like teaching.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
According to my Bible, it said, how would they know except they have a teacher? It didn't say preacher.
Come on.
How would they have a teacher unless I send someone?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. Most of the preachers of religion today was not sent. They're into the preaching business.
Come on.
Preaching is a business for them. They're not involved in the resurrection of the dead.
Come on. Come on.
They're involved in raising money out of your pocket.
Man. That's real.
So a man came 89 years ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He came in sinful flesh to condemn sin in the flesh.
Yes.
You know what I love about God? He's going to force the world to hear the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad through Minister Farrakhan. I'm sorry, you're going to have to hear wisdom coming from a people who was at the bottom. Didn't Jesus say he's going to take that which is at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
Come on, y'all talk black.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Didn't Jesus say he's going to take that which is at the bottom and place it where?
Go ahead.
Place it where?
At the top.
Okay, well, are we on the top in LA?
Think about it.
It's damn near 89 races in LA. We ain't got to ask where we rank.
Come on.
We ain't in the top nothing.
Yes. Come on.
We at the bottom. But we're cream.
Come on now.
Huh? And what does cream do? It rises to the top. No matter what you have poured on us.
Come on, say that. Come on now.
You beat us, you robbed us, you murdered us, you lied to us. In fact, you've turned us into you.
Go ahead.
No matter what you have done to us, we have taken the worst condition, and you look at us and we still having fun being poor.
Go ahead. Say that. Think about it.
Comfortable.
We ain't got no trampoline. We'll get on a mattress that's
Come on, talk. Come on, talk.
full of feces and new whips. We didn't get no boat for Christmas. We'll get an ice cream stick when it rains, and we'll race the ice cream
Hey,
stick.
come on now. That's real.
We didn't get no bicycles, but we stole yours.
Right.
That's right.
Brother said, teach on that bike. See, that's a man that ain't got his bike stuck. Oh, man, I thank God. I know you don't want to believe. Because you've been trained not to believe nothing coming from a black man.
Right.
You
Right.
better hurry up and get over that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thank him for this man, Master Farad Muhammad, raised for us, a Georgia-born black man. Go study him. His name, we call him the most honorable.
Think about that. Yes, it is.
Why you call him the most honorable? Because he never robbed us.
Never. Go ahead. Never.
He could have,
Come on. Understand.
like everybody else.
Come on.
But all that came before him was robbers and thieves. And Elijah Muhammad did not rob us. In fact, he returned to us what was robbed from us.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
What was robbed from us. Man, you don't know in 2019.
Man.
Where you been?
In 2019, the homies don't even realize they're refugees. You still in prison camps.
Come on, talk. Come on. Make us up.
In 2019, you don't realize that the black community and the brown community suffer from an enforced amnesia.
Come on.
You know, amnesia people don't remember nothing.
Come on. Come on.
What's the difference between you and your grandmama with Alzheimer's? Nothing.
Think about it.
I see some of y'all upset with me. Let me take my glasses off. Now y'all look blurry, so I ain't got to worry about me mugging up in here. I'm about to come down and say, what the hell are you looking at? Well, I got a little thug in me now. I'm a little thug.
Go ahead.
Take this minister thing for no.
That's right.
Yeah. Can I just keep it real, brothers and sisters?
Yes, sir.
I don't know how to be fancy and use a whole bunch of words.
Coming them wrong.
I ain't gonna lie to you that I talk to God. Sometimes I wonder if I can reach him.
Go ahead now.
Not here for no followers. I'm following a man.
That's right.
I'm trying to get you to look at that man. Because if you look at me, you're gonna be disappointed.
Come on. Teach.
Yeah. And some more numbers. This man, Elijah Muhammad,
Yes, sir.
was so wise that he challenged all of the religious scholars of the world, and he begged them, if you can prove one word that I teach is a lie.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
And in the nation of Islam, you can say whatever you want to say about us. You will never be able to say we tell lies.
Come on.
Hold on, let me fix that. You will never be able to say we tell lies about the teaching.
Right. Yes, sir.
That comes out of a book.
Come
Now, there
on.
are some brothers and sisters who teach their kind of Islam.
Come on. Yes, sir. That's right.
Got quiet up in
Come
here.
on. Talk. Teach.
You can't find in the writings of Elijah Muhammad not one lie. I haven't found a preacher yet.
I mean,
And I've debated some of the best, and I'm just a student, and they can't touch what I know in my
that's
left
right.
hand.
Come on. Yes, sir.
I don't know about you, brothers and sisters. I love truth.
Go ahead.
Even if it condemns me.
That's right.
So I thank God for this man, Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
For out of all the black leaders who came up in America, he is the only one that they do not let you talk about during Black History Month.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They'll let you talk about Nat Turner, and he killed white people.
Come on.
Oh, I wish he was here today.
Yes.
I thank God for this man. But before he left, he raised one from among us. A man that when his name is mentioned,
Come on. Come on.
wicked white people and black people, and brown and yellow, the ones that are wicked, the ones who have signed up for the Kool-Aid of white supremacy.
Come on now.
I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. Some of our black leaders are with white people in killing us. You can take it or leave it
Come on.
alone.
That's real. That's
You
real.
better watch these politicians.
Go ahead, sir.
You don't know what they're doing.
That's real. That's real.
They don't never come back and have town hall meetings and tell us what's really going down.
That's a fact.
They're being bought out
Make a deal.
and being told, be quiet.
Ah,
Y'all all right?
yes, sir.
Oh, but there's a man. His name is Farrakhan. That when his name is mentioned, white people shake in their boots, those that are wicked. Because they know that God has raised Minister Farrakhan. And I'm going to tell you, he's walking in the footsteps of Jesus himself.
Go ahead.
Don't argue with me if you ain't studying. Just write that point down and then go come back and try to disprove me.
Right. Good luck.
But most of you are not studying. Most of you, your religion is on hearsay.
Hey.
Ain't nothing you read, it's some you heard. Most Christians I know believe you don't remember but one verse. God so loved the world. What else?
Yeah, he gave his only begotten son. My God.
John.
We love Jesus. We don't love the one that Caucasian represents. That ain't the real one.
Sure ain't.
We love the Jesus whose hair is like lamb's wool,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
whose feet is the color of brass as if it's burned in an oven, and his eyes is flaming red like most of the homies.
Go ahead.
His hair looked like the homeless brothers,
Come on, teach real.
and so does his feet.
Come on.
His eyes are so red that when you see him, you don't know whether to stop or proceed with caution.
Go ahead now.
But they done gave you this little pious white boy looking up into heaven. You never ask yourself, who in the hell is that doing the pose?
Come on. Think about it.
That was Michelangelo.
Right. Come on. Come on.
I think it was his uncle, was it?
Cousin. Yes,
His
sir.
cousin?
Yes,
Who
sir.
ended up being a murderer.
That's right. That's a fact. Come on. All this time.
So in their holy and righteous name, I want to greet you in your language. What? Wait a minute. Black people got a language?
Yes.
Yes. Several.
Come on.
English is not yours. That's the one forced on you. And the Arabic language is not owned by the light-skinned Arab.
Come on.
That part right there.
Jeez.
There's an Arab that predates those light-skinned Arabs.
You better believe it. You better
We're going to talk to them at another time.
Yes, sir.
That language is Arabic. And the greetings that I want to give to you is something we need desperately, because the enemy, since Nipsey Hussle, has been working hard to get the hoods to flare back up.
Come on. That's real. That's real.
good. Wake us up.
As I greet you in peace, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Brothers and sisters, happy belated 4th of July.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We don't care nothing about that holiday. We were just glad we didn't have to work.
Right.
My subject today, before we start, I want to thank the student ministers who opened up for me before I came. Let's give a hand to Brother Merlin, Sister
Yes, sir.
Valerie,
Yes,
and
sir.
Brother Manuel. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Give them a hand. I want you to look at the board, because today you're going to get taught.
All right.
A teaching lasts longer than a preaching.
Come on, Red.
Jeez.
We don't have a choir to tantalize your soul. We only have the rhythm of truth
That's
to move your God conscience.
it. That's it.
Rhythm Nation.
I pray to God that He gives me the proper spirit and drill. I'm going to need a drill, because I got to drill through the layers of lies and perceptions that you believe about yourself.
Come on. Come on.
And under that, you have been buried under at least 7 layers of lies. I got to get up under all of that by Allah's grace to get to you.
Yes, sir.
Buried under false perceptions. Even those of us, when we come in the nation, we slip again sometimes in believing we ain't nothing.
Come on now.
Even in the nation, we still suffer from some of the residus of self-hatred.
That's real. That's real.
We in the nation, even though we're elevating, we're evolving, man, we're in the bathtub
Come on.
of mental genocides being purified
Yes,
Come on.
of white supremacy. You don't have to be white to have a white supremacist mind.
Jeez.
Yes, sir.
Number one rule of white supremacy is devalue the life of dark people. We do that pretty good.
That's cold. Beautiful.
Sometimes I hate to hear us say Black Lives Matter only when white people do something.
Come on now.
4 brothers was killed last night by black men. I ain't heard nobody say nothing.
Man.
In fact, sometimes I think we're angry because the white man is doing the job he gave us to do.
Man.
Come on, cracker, what you doing killing us? That's my job, Melville.
Think about it. Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why do you pledge allegiance to the American flag?
Good question.
I'm going to ask that question again. And why do you call America yours? When did it become yours? It's just like you going to France just because you in France. Now you want to claim France as yours. You're not in the ingredients of France.
Right. Come on.
The white man didn't put you in the ingredients of his constitution. In fact, He gave you a sentence and called you 3/5
It's real.
of a human being. He made you into a fraction of a human because he know there was two things he took from you.
Man, come on.
So he called you 3/5. Do you know it took 64 years to make us a slave?
It's real. It's real.
We came in 1555, but they have lied in the history books that we came in 1619. That's a lie. Go to the Library of Congress. A white boy by the name of Sir John Hawkins came to Africa on a slave ship, and the ship was named Jesus.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
He brought our ancestors, and they landed at Jamestown, Virginia.
Right.
They were Muslims, many of them. And they caught hell breaking them because no Muslim would call a cracker master.
Go ahead.
We were like, hold on, wait, before we can do that. But you ain't my master. Come on. And they would beat us, man, until we submitted and started calling them masters. It took 64 years to get that out of us, and white folks use that as a cliche today, the $64,000 question. But just the other day, on his Independence Day, he was hit with a 6.4 earthquake.
Good.
That is a sign.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So my subject today is, which flag will you choose? There was a man. This man I was telling you about, Master Fard Muhammad. He came from the east,
Sir.
and he brought us a flag.
He did.
Now, what I would like to do, y'all see that American flag? You ain't got to stand.
That's the reflex.
I'm gonna take a knee.
Negro reflex.
Did you know that all of this have meaning? You didn't even know that. They tell you that this flag was designed by Betsy Ross. That is a lie.
That's right. It is. Come on. Come on.
If you go study the flag, there's a lot of controversy about who designed it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But the man who came and taught us, our Savior, Master Fard Muhammad, told us that there was a wise black man around during that time. He designed it and gave it to America because all of this have meaning.
Yes, right. Yes, sir. Good. You.
Huh? Let me ask you a question. Do you believe a Jew would stand to salute a swastika?
Never.
See, look how quick you answer, and you feeling that Jew.
Right.
You're more proud of him not standing for a flag he suffered under, but yet you will get your black behind up for a flag you suffered under.
Come on now.
What do I look like saluting this? This is a flag that brought me death.
Sure did. Every day.
But you were given a flag too. You just have not yet accepted. This flag gives you life. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Real quick. Do you know that there are 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes? 50 stars in a field of blue?
Come on.
What does that mean?
Think about it. Think about it.
But if you look at the white stripes, what are they doing to the red stripes?
Those in.
They're dividing them.
Come on.
Isn't that the nature of Caucasian people?
Come on. Teach.
How did they capture the world? Huh? It's only 400 million Caucasians on the planet.
Think about it.
It's 400 million people of color. He is the minority, but yet he got you thinking you the minority.
Right.
Because he has disconnected you from black people in Brazil, black people in Central and South America. You're calling them Central and South American, them black folks.
Right.
He just speaks Spanish.
Straight like that. Come on.
That's right.
You don't even want to think about African. Nobody better not call you no African. You want to fight. Y'all all right?
It's real. It's real.
We are taught. You see, the flag starts with a red stripe and it ends with a red stripe. The scientists who gave this flag to America gave it as a sign of the white man's rule and when his time was going to end.
That's right. That's right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
In the book of Timothy, it says 6 days, O Satan, so you got 6 white stripes, shall you rule.
Right.
But on the 7th day, I'm going to put you to an end. As it was in the beginning, the black man ruled in the beginning, and he's going to rule in the end.
Yes. Right. Go ahead.
50 stars in a field of blue. These stars are supposed to represent justice. Have you received it?
No, sir.
Oh, y'all ain't got scared. These stars are supposed to represent what? Justice. Have you gotten into justice in America?
No, sir.
What are we always saying when we protesting white people?
We want justice.
No what? No justice what?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace. Come on.
You ain't gonna get a piece of nothing. But why is it put in a field of blue? Do you know blue is a color of deceit?
That's real. That's real. Come on.
Go outside on a clear day and look up in the sky. It looks blue.
Come on.
Go up there and find it. It is the ether that's in the air that makes the sky appear to be blue. But when you go up there, it's like you got deceived. You're like, where is it?
Right.
Huh? You ever been to the Caribbean? I know most homies ain't even been past their street or their hood. You put yourself in prison by calling yourself 7 Deuce Hood. Now you can't even leave the damn street.
Right. That's real. Facts. Go ahead.
Man ain't gotta put you in jail no more. You just do it to yourself. I'm 6'4", nigga. But I can't go to 65th Street.
Go ahead.
A free black man would never relegate himself to a
Yes.
street.
Go
See,
ahead.
a free black man will move anywhere on the planet. See, you talking about the hood is yours. No, sir. The hood is not yours. The planet is yours. No, I'm sorry. The universe belongs to you. All 76 quintillion miles in diameter belong to you.
Go ahead, brothers. Yes, sir.
Y'all all right? Let's
Yes,
get back.
sir.
Let's get back. You ever been to the Pacific Ocean? Now, not the Pacific. I mean, you ever been to the Caribbean? And when you flying in, it looks so blue. Get a glass, a clear glass, and dip the water. Where did the blue go?
Come on. Think about it.
See, blue is a deceptive color.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Huh? Didn't they give you civil rights? It said that was justice, but guess what happened as of late? They took it back.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Everything we gained in the civil rights now, they took it back. The civil rights belong to homosexuals now.
Come on. That's a fact.
They hijacked civil rights.
Come on now.
Y'all all right?
Right. Go ahead.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, brother, in the 6 white stripes, every 2,000 years a prophet came to try to civilize Caucasians, but they killed every prophet who attempted to help them.
Come on.
Think about it.
First 2,000 years represented Moses. The second 2,000 years represented Jesus. Oh yeah, they murdered Jesus. Y'all don't ever forget, Jesus did not die of natural causes.
That's real. That's real. Go ahead.
Y'all kill me. He died for me. Whoa. He He got murdered.
Straight up. Straight like that. Come on.
He got caught up in a crossbar.
That's real talk. That's real. That's real.
The same cross that the crackers burned in the South is the same cross that they put on Jesus.
Go ahead.
You keep trying to wait on a good one to come.
Come
I'm
on.
not saying there ain't no good ones. I'm just not looking for any.
Right.
So he said, every 2,000 years a prophet comes, but they have run out of prophets. So he only going to rule for 6,000 years. But then you got 7 red stripes. See? As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. And now another man will come and give you the justice you've been seeking. You're not going to get justice under this flag. This is the flag.
Yes. Go ahead.
Look, watch the Nation of Islam. When we go around white people wearing our flag, they get quiet.
Come on. Every time. Bear with me.
If you don't believe me, I'll take you to some meetings sometimes when I go.
Yes, sir. I'm sure you're right.
They will do not treat us like they treat Negroes.
Real.
They instantly say they know a free black man.
Yeah,
See,
that
only
part.
a free man and
That
woman
part.
wears that.
Go ahead and teach, brother.
I don't salute this. I respect it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
But look, we came here in chain under this flag.
That's real.
Then they hung us under this flag. And now they're shooting us. Man ain't even got a gun, man.
That's right.
Black man with his hands up, still getting shot under this flag. And the police officers who are doing the shooting got this flag on their uniform.
That's right. Come on, add it up.
Oh, but when I wear this flag that's on my shoulder, come on.
Yes, sir.
White man can't handle that. They can't even look at it. I wore it to an all-white people's convention. They wanted to act so bad. What is that on your shoulder? I said, it's my flag, cracker.
Go ahead.
Aren't you an American? I said, no, sir.
Come on.
I'm a universal man.
Go ahead.
Say that.
He said, what do you mean by that? I said, I own the entire universe is what I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
What do you mean? I said, Mars is mine. Pluto is mine.
Come on.
We put it out there.
That's real.
It's written in the Holy Quran that we adorn the Lord heavens with stars.
That's real. Go
They
ahead.
didn't just get out there. A human being put those out there.
Come on.
I know you can't fathom that. Hell, you can't even get past how much money you owe for rent.
That's real. Wake us up, please. Go ahead.
We so hard down with bills. We can't think about divinity.
Man, come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So we get to all 50 states, and in each state, there's a different law. What you will get arrested for in California may not happen to you in Nevada. What you do in Nevada, you can't do in Georgia.
That's right. That's right.
Each state got its... White man just shut the power down.
Go ahead.
He don't want you to learn nothing.
Go ahead.
Each state got its own laws. Did you know that?
Yes, sir.
So it's in a field of blue. You're being deceived.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, white folks got mad, and some of y'all did too.
Come on. Oh, wait. Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go on. This man.
Yes, sir.
There's a scripture in Matthew where Jesus saw America and saw us.
Come on.
Read these in the book of Matthew, 24th chapter. Write it down. Verses 27 and 28. For as lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered. What is the symbol of America in terms of an animal?
Eagle.
Come on, class, talk black to me.
Eagle.
It's a what? Eagle. Why did Jesus see America grabbing an eagle as its symbol? Because an eagle is a predator animal.
They gone.
That's right.
It attacks you from whence you can't see it.
Come on.
So a rodent walking on the ground, just tripping through the hood. You don't see that eagle flying up there.
Come on. Come on.
And that eagle spot. And then it starts swooping down on the rat or the rodent. And when it grabs it with its claws, it takes it up a mile high.
Go ahead. It's real.
Praise him.
Lets you see the world from a different place, but it ain't gonna let you stay there. And then it drops.
Man, good teach.
That's what they do to our athletes and entertainers.
Go ahead.
They swoop down and pull them out of the hood. Take them up to being millionaire status.
Come on.
But before they die, they went broke.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All of them. Ask Bill Cosby. Ask Red Fox. Sammy Davis Jr. They all died broke. So Jesus said, for wheresoever the carcass is. What carcass? What carcass? See, Theology 101. Do you know when you go to theology school, they teach you about metaphors? Metaphor, meaning I'm using a mountain, or I use animals, or I use symbols to denote either a people or a people's condition.
Yes, sir.
So for every physical reality is accompanied by a mental and a spiritual counterpart.
Yes, sir.
Wherever the carcass is, what makes us a mental carcass? We forgot our name. We were stripped of our language, our culture. So mentally we are carcass. I'm wearing the white man's name, so I belong to him.
Come on.
My God.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Spiritually, what did they take from you? Your religion, your God. And they replaced it with a God that looked like your oppressor.
Wow.
So wherever the carcass is, there the eagles will be gathered. This man, Master Fard Muhammad,
Yes,
this
sir.
is the man that taught Elijah Muhammad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And the only picture we have of him is him reading, because this is what we couldn't do. Even in 2019, the black man can't read.
Come on. Think about it. Think about it.
You can pronounce words.
Come on. Break it down. Teach you good.
But if I stop you and ask you, what does that word mean in all of its meanings? Because in English, one word can have 6, 7, up to 20 some different meanings. Do you know them all?
Come on. Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to class today. So, he brought us a flag.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
He told Elijah Muhammad, he taught Elijah Muhammad a thorough knowledge of who we were. See, in the nation, that's why we're different.
Come on.
In the nation, that's why when a sister see a sister, watch them, they greet each other.
Right, right.
See? In the nation, we always have to make contact. We're not standoffish. If I see him, I gotta shake his hand.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't be standoffish. Or when somebody gonna check you. You all right?
Yes, sir.
Because you ain't gave nobody the greetings up in here.
Come on. Come on. It's real.
Watch the sisters. Come here, brother DeAndre. Can I show you something?
Yes, sir.
Easy. Let it go.
Same
We call him chamber. Now look, in the nation, we have to be taught as if we don't know nothing.
Come on. Come on.
When a brother see a brother, see, This star has how many points? 5. There's 5 motions to granting your brother or sister peace.
Come on. Teach it, brother.
We use the right hand because it represents righteousness. So I reach my right hand. Now I'm looking at my brother.
Come on. Come on.
After I give him the greeting, I'm saying, Assalamu alaikum. Then we put each other's hand. That's step 2.
Come on.
But it's 4 hands. I firmly got him, but I'm always looking at him.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Step 3, I go to my right. We go to his.
Come on.
Now, my mouth is by his ear. His mouth is by my ear. If something ain't right, he can whisper it to me without anybody else hearing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
How's my brother? Then we come back out. Step 4, I look at him again. And if he ain't right, we go here.
Come on.
Then the last step, I look him straight in his eye. If I see something ain't right, I pull him back in. Hold up, brother. You sure you all right?
Ah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We have to make contact with each other so that I can justify him being in my atmosphere.
Go ahead.
I gotta know that he's at peace. Because if he ain't at peace, I'm not at peace.
Go ahead.
That's my brother.
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He brought us a flag. This man, because he knew in America he was the answer to our ancestors' cry for freedom, justice, and equality. Once you got freedom, once you got justice, once you got equality, that puts you in the Arabic language of Islam.
Go ahead.
Islam only means peace.
Come on.
You're in a state of peace. But if God gives me freedom, justice, and equality, and I'm at peace, the thing that you don't want to break on a Muslim is his or her peace.
That's real. That's real.
You got hell on your hand when you break the peace of a Muslim.
Go ahead. That's real.
You don't believe me? Look at the hell Americans catching now. They broke the peace, and a Muslim don't mind dying to kill you. Because death is sweeter to a Muslim than living the life of a slave.
Go.
I'd rather die before I call another white man now. That's never end. When I see a Caucasian, I don't see nobody greater than me.
That's right. Go ahead. Say that. Go ahead. Say that.
He has an equal chance like I do to obtaining knowledge.
That part. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I know genetically he's not my superior. Genetically, he's inferior.
Sure is.
I ain't got time to go into that.
That's all right.
But we were brought a flag. And white people respect it.
Yes, sir. That's real. That's real.
Now, we just got through in America, she celebrated her 4th of July, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all ever heard of a brother by the name of Frederick Douglass?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Frederick Douglass, the more I study him, the more I love this man. Frederick Douglass wasn't no joke.
That's real.
He bought his own freedom.
Yes, sir.
See, right there, I got a problem with that.
Think about it.
We tend to forget that. So when white people in America start telling other people to go home or get out of their country, you crackers got a lot of nerve.
Yes. Go ahead. A lot of nerve.
But my brother, Frederick Douglass, he, in 1852, they wanted him to do a speech.
Come on with that speech.
He spoke to about 2,000 Caucasians. Now, I don't know this to be the truth, but the way his speech is arranged, I believe he was talking to mostly Jews.
Come on. Come on.
Because some Jews don't want us to know that they played a role in our Holocaust.
It's real. It's real.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen at this speech that this beautiful human being, y'all. That's Frederick Douglass. That's Lamb's wool.
Yes, sir.
There are people that's been in our midst that when we really start writing our history, I believe we will realize that Harriet Tubman was sent by divine.
That's right. That's right. Sir.
Sojourner of Truth didn't just show up. God's spirit was all in Sojourner of Truth in Harriet Tubman.
Go ahead.
I would have followed them.
Yes, sir.
I heard one of y'all thinking, how you know you would have followed? Because I'm following a man that's just like them.
Go ahead.
I would have been with Harriet Tubman. Man, she had a pistol. She pistol whooped the hell out of you if you punked out. Talking about you gonna go back and tell. Harriet Tubman gave snitches stitches. Like, nigga, you gonna do what? And she bust you upside the head and shoot the gun at the same time. We's going to freedom, nigga. You just gonna have to eat bugs.
Right. Go ahead.
You wanna go back because you miss cornbread. You miss eating pig tongue. You out there in the woods, you gotta eat crickets like, damn, Harriet. You should have stayed on the damn plantation. I could have got some grits. I could have ate the pig booty. What you think chitlins are?
Go ahead.
Chitlins is pig intestines. What's in your intestines?
Come on, shake us up. Shake us up.
Doo-doo. Say it with me. Doo-doo. Okay, how much you clean it? I don't eat nothing. I gotta clean like that. Got clean like that. So every 4th of July, when you eat pig, I can honestly say you foolish. You can't say no, I ain't. Stop. Make y'all pay for some of these jokes. No, you know why I do that? If you study prophets, men and women of renown, they have humor.
Right.
Humor is a part of teaching. Particularly when you got a hard truth.
Come on.
And you're talking to a hard-headed people.
Look out.
See? Laughter makes you open.
Right.
And then behind that laughter, I drop a hard truth. Boom! While your mouth is open.
Go on, strategist.
Or while your mind, see when you laugh, your mind opens like a parachute.
Come on, brother.
So it can take in the wind of truth. Then you can say, I believe I can fly.
Come on, brother.
I believe I can touch my sky.
Come on.
I dream about it what?
Every night and day.
Y'all, I'm charging y'all, bro. Y'all have too much fun learning. Look, what year? Listen at this. Listen at Frederick Douglass. In 1852, it's Negroes that won't talk like this today.
That's real.
Right. Listen at Frederick.
Come on, listen.
This, for the purpose of this celebration, is the 4th of July. It is the birthday of your national independence. He didn't say our. Yo, he's talking to 2,000 white people. In 1852.
No.
Let's say that again. Frederick, what did you say to them crackers? Yes, Brother Muhammad, here's what I said. This, for the purpose of this celebration, is the 4th of July. It is the birthday of your national independence and your political freedom. to you is what the Passover was to the emancipated people of God. That's what made me think he was talking to Jews.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good observation. Go ahead. That's kind of plain.
It carries your minds back to the day and to the act of your great deliverance.
Yes, sir.
And to the signs and to the wonders associated with that act and that day. Frederick talk. Sound like he kind of see what we going through today. That, look. He says, what I am, what am I to argue that it is wrong to make men brutes, to rob them of their liberty, to work them without wages, to keep them ignorant of their relations to their fellow men, to beat them with sticks.
Come on. Come on.
To claw their flesh with the lash, to load their limbs with iron, to hunt them with dogs. Oh my God. To sell them at auctions, to sunder their families, to knock out their teeth, to burn their flesh, to starve them into obedience and submission to their masters. Oh, come on, Frederick. Must I argue that a system thus marked with blood and stained with pollution is wrong? No, I will not. I have better employments for my time and strength than such arguments would imply.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that powerful? He said this in 1852 like he could see the future.
Come on. That's real.
He talked about dogs being sick, but have they stopped?
No, sir.
He said men being beat with sticks. Have they stopped?
No, sir.
And you wonder around celebrating some slaves that just got drafted or picked to the Laker plantation.
Come on. Come on. Teach.
You happy about Kawhi?
Kawhi.
What is his name?
Yeah, that
They're just rich slaves.
man. Right.
He's still talking. Frederick, keep talking.
Keep on.
Frederick said, what then remains to be argued? It is that slavery is not divine.
It is.
Go ahead.
See, that's why I know he was talking to Jews. Do you know it was the rabbinical scholars who said that we were born to be slaves and it was divine order?
That's a fact. Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
That God did not establish it. That our doctors of divinity are mistaken.
Come on.
There is blasphemy in the thought. That which is inhuman cannot be divine. Who can reason on such a proposition? They that can, may, I cannot. The time for such argument is past. This is how we came.
Come on, man.
But the rabbinical scholars said that we was born to be heroes of wood and fetchers of water.
That's what they said. Come on.
And I had last week the 6 scriptures that they used to make black people slaves. I put that up last week. I can't go into that today. Come on, Frederick. He ends with this. At a time like this, scorching irony, not convincing argument is needed. He says, scorching irony. Oh, had I the ability and could I reach the nation's ear, I would today pour out a fiery stream of biting ridicule, blasting reproach, withering sarcasm, and stern rebuke. For it is not light that is needed, but fire.
Come on. That's fair.
Go ahead, Fred.
It is not the gentle shower, but thunder. We need the storm, the whirlwind, and the earthquake.
Come on.
Come on, make it up.
Go ahead.
Damn, Frederick, that you called that earthquake?
Go ahead.
It's Frederick Douglass. The feeling of the nation must be quickened. The conscience of the nation must be roused Propriety, thank you. The propriety of the nation must be startled. The hypocrisy of the nation must be exposed. And its crimes against God and man must be proclaimed and denounced.
Come on.
He's calling for an earthquake. He's calling for a whirlwind. He's calling for America to be put on fire.
Go ahead now.
Now, I want you watch the weather as Minister Farrakhan has taught us.
That's
I
right.
just want you, while you're sitting in the hood, watch the weather. Every time there's a tornado, watch the communities they hit. It's mostly Caucasians. The only way you got hit is that you integrationist.
Go ahead.
You thought moving around white folks you had made it. Yeah, you about to make it to hell.
Go ahead.
I see too many Caucasians coming, I'm leaving because I know an atrocity about to hit. Watch the hurricanes when they hit. Watch who get affected.
Come on.
That earthquake that hit, it didn't hit Watts.
Come on.
No, sir.
We felt it. It was just a nice little ride. Whoa. Whoa. 6.4. Oh. 6 days, oh Satan. Then the next one, 7.1. We're on the 7th day.
Go ahead now.
And it was violent. Jeez. And on news, I'm watching white folks run. I ain't hardly see no black or brown people run. Then there was a naval base.
Come on.
Which was a nuclear naval base near where the epicenter was, and no planes could take off. I wonder what they were planning. Jeez. Y'all all right?
Sir.
That 6.4 hit on the 4th of July.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
When he was celebrating his independence. And Trump was parading his military might. God showed him his military might.
Go ahead.
Show Trump, you ain't got no bomb like what I got. See, y'all think God is not a killer. You can't kill the way God do.
Go ahead.
Allah, God is a killer.
Come on. Fight different. Go ahead.
I know. It's global warming.
That's God too. Go ahead.
Don't give God no credit.
Come on.
It's global warming. How long you been warm?
Go ahead.
Nah, God is angry.
That's right.
He's angry at the arrogance of Caucasian people. They keep messing over God's people.
That's right. Every day.
Lastly,
Go ahead.
what to the American slave is your 4th of July?
Come on. Jeez.
I answer, a day that reveals to him more than all other days in the year the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is a constant victim.
That's right.
Constant.
Come on, fella.
See, when they celebrate the 4th, we should be praying.
Go ahead.
That's right.
See.
It's just like the Germans, they celebrating the swastika, the Jew will be praying for their death.
That's real. That's real.
That's angel.
Brother OG. Love OG.
Yes, sir.
Minister Farrakhan, after the whole Nipsey Hussle fiasco and the way the nation stepped up, we were called by the government to go keep the peace. We said we were on our way anyway.
Right. That's real.
Yeah, you're right.
After that event, Brother OG, the minister said to me, he said, brother, they are talking about you in the White House.
Come on.
Because the mountain's on his way.
That's real.
They saw a sign
Come on.
that a new nation was coming up
Go ahead.
in America. 3 days ago, OG, I got a call from a Jewish guy. He's highly respected in the political and religious circle. I met with him over coffee. And he wanted to talk to me about what he could do to help heal the pain between the Nation of Islam and the Jewish community. I said, really? I said, can you take truth?
That's right.
I said, are you willing to listen to our truth and the role that Jewish people played in our demise?
Come on.
First thing he started doing is throwing the 6 years of Holocaust on me. Well, see, when my people suffer, we got burned up, and I just let it finish. We got that. They burned it. I said, but how many years did they do that to you?
Listen. Come on.
I said, now that you're done with your 6 years,
6 years.
can I tell you about our 400?
Come on.
I said, look, your 6 pains me.
Come on.
But compared to ours, the pain is like a little pinch on my pinky finger.
Go ahead, brother.
I said, what about the 400 years
Come on.
that your ancestors helped? They raped my grandmother. They raped my grandfather.
Teeth.
They knocked our teeth out.
Come
You
on.
took my name. You took my language. You took my culture. You sick dogs on us. I said, your people was the one that made the change.
Right.
And your people own at least 40% of all the slave ships was owned by Jews.
That's real. True that.
I said, it was you, Jewish people. Y'all came up with the slave code.
Go ahead.
And it was Willie Lynch, a Jew, who taught other white people how to break up.
You own it.
I said, your 6 years, at least you still know your name, you know your language, you know your culture. I said, y'all effed us up so damn bad, we don't know nothing.
Go ahead, brother.
You heard us say, we don't want to talk about that. I said, see, that's the arrogance. You can't talk to us then. I said, see, I'm hitting you with rapid fire.
Go ahead.
Now your ass want to run.
Now, go ahead. Go ahead.
See, you can't take truth. Jesus said the same thing about y'all.
Come on.
He said, well, maybe I need to relax. I said, maybe you do. I said, I listened to you very patiently. He said, well, Minister Muhammad, I want you to know I'm not here of myself. I said, what does that mean? He said, Rabbi Haya. And I was sent by Elon Carr. Elon Carr works for President Trump in the White House. He's the Jewish correspondent to President Trump. I started crying and he thought that he had touched me. He said, you okay? I said, no, sir. He said, what's wrong? I said, my messenger told me that I was being talked about in the White House and you here verified.
Go ahead.
I said, sir, let me tell you something. I said, look, if you all are not ready to meet with my leader, you'll never get healed. I said, I'm going to tell you something. You better hurry up.
Right. Go ahead.
Before the earthquakes take you all about.
Come on.
As a law is my witness, I'm just dropping something the minister said, and it came to pass. So these Jews see something in the nation.
They do. They know it better than we do.
What I'm realizing is black entertainers and black athletes are now questioning Jews like they never have before.
That's real. Go ahead.
And they are saying, we're sick of y'all attacking the nation.
Go ahead.
defended all over the place because our people see that we're the last thing standing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm talking about mothers, Brother OG. We got mothers want to bring their boys to the nation.
That's real. I'm here witness. Come on.
I'm at a funeral yesterday, and Brother Marcus will tell you, several mothers stopped and said, would you please take my sons? The minister told me that was going to happen.
Go ahead.
But we're in the time of the resurrection of the dead. Look at it. Come on, talk to us, Frederick. What to the American slave is your 4th of July? I answer, a day that reveals to him more than any other day in the year the gross injustice, the cruelty to which he is a constant victim. To him, your celebration is a sham.
And in there is ham.
Your boasted liberty and unholy license, your national greatness, swelling vanity, your sounds of rejoicing are empty and heartless. Your denunciation of tyrants, brass-fronted impudence. Your shouts of liberty and equality, hollow mockery. Your prayers and hymns, your sermons and thanksgiving, with all of your religious parades and solemnity, are to him mere bombast, fraud, deception, impiety and hypocrisy, a thin veil to cover up crime, which would disgrace a nation of savages. There is not a nation on the earth guilty of practices more shocking and bloody than are the people of these United States at this very hour. They killed Nat Turner.
Yes, they did.
That's what he's talking about.
Come on.
They killed Dr. King.
Think about it. Think about it.
They killed Fred Hampton.
Come on.
They killed Malcolm X.
Think about
I know you think the nation did.
Think about it. Go
We got
ahead.
the Freedom of Information Act. It
Go
was
ahead.
FBI agents
Read.
who murdered Malcolm and tried to blame it on the
Go ahead.
nation.
Read. Read. Go ahead. Read. Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
That's Frederick Douglass, 1852, and I can't even get a Negro to talk like that today, but one man that talk like this. Every congressperson on the 4th of July should read this in Congress.
Man, that's real. So.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
What is it about this scripture that Frederick Douglass knew? And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that those seeds shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. Is this land yours?
No, sir.
And shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation which Frederick Douglass was talking about, whom they shall serve, will I judge. And afterwards shall they come out with great substance. Every time an earthquake hit, that's God being angry over our condition.
That's real. That's real.
Just look at some of the stuff. See, because I know you don't get this in history school. How do we go from pyramid builders to project dwellers?
Good question.
It's in the book of Luke. A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell amongst what? Thieves. My people are destroyed for the lack of what? Knowledge. I said this at a funeral of a young 16-year-old yesterday. The biggest enemy to the black community is not white people. It's just ignorance. That's right. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. See, every time y'all reject the Nation of Islam.
Come on.
See that flag I showed you that we wear? Right. Because I wear this flag, I got life and I have it more abundantly.
Yes, sir.
Because under this flag, we're taught how to eat, we're taught how to sleep. Do you know we're taught how to stand?
That's real.
We're taught how to sit. We don't supposed to sit slouch. You're hurting your lungs. You're hurting your kidneys. You're hurting your skeletal system. You're supposed to sit upright.
Go ahead.
Huh? See, when you're under the flag of Islam, we don't live a death style, we live a lifestyle. You never hear no police really gunning us down.
Go ahead.
You don't hear us get caught up in no drive-bys.
Come on. Teach.
When I put on this bow tie, I can go to any hood I want, and every brother gonna say, there go the brother.
That's real. That's real.
We're the only religious group in America that's known by our attire.
Come on. Teach on.
Black.
You follow.
You don't know TD Jakes followers by their attire.
Come on.
Stilettos and miniskirts.
Who follow Farrakhan followers though?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You don't know Al Sharpton. Well, you might know Al Sharpton. All his followers got processed. They didn't get the Superfly memo.
Go ahead.
Therefore, my people are what? Did we come into captivity?
Yes, sir.
Because they have no knowledge. And their honorable men are famished, meaning decimated, destroyed.
Yes, understand. Understand.
I'm at the funeral of a 16-year-old famished. Do you know there's a report by the mental health that when black women get pregnant and they realize it's a boy, they go into a deeper state of depression.
Wow. Come on, bro.
Because they got to worry about, is he going to live? They're not worried about, is he going to die at birth? They looking out in the streets and saying, one of these niggas going to kill him.
Come on. Come on. Teach.
They got to worry about you, and they got to worry about the police.
Teach hard, bro. Teach hard, bro.
It's a shame, man.
Yes, sir. It is.
I'm watching 6th graders writing their obituaries. Because they don't see themselves making it to 20.
Teach.
Because we've been socially engineered to be the new clan. Look at this. Did we go into captivity?
Yes, sir.
Are we being famished?
Yes, sir.
And the multitude dried up? What did we do to deserve that?
Come on.
I show this every week. I just want to drive it home.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So as people are watching all over the world, watching this on Facebook,
Yes, sir.
there are Africans in Africa, our brothers and sisters in Ghana who watch me every week. In the Philippines, they didn't know this.
Right. That's right. That's right.
They want to come to America, what, to get this?
Teach it on. Teach it on.
Because they don't know our history and we don't know. They hung a woman. This is in Alabama. I'm talking about 50 years ago.
Come on now. Yesterday.
Alabama.
Come
A
on.
woman and her son. What did they do? And look at these crackers.
Pose.
You want me to celebrate your 4th of July? Right. Your independence? Man, miss me.
Look at this here.
Families hung from a tree. That ain't fruit.
Come on. Think about it.
Look at them. And we ain't talking about no 2,000 years ago.
Go ahead.
When I go to the hood and I show this to the little banger,
Yeah. Beautiful.
it kind of numbs them. I'm saying you ain't no killer. These are some killers.
Ah.
You a cheap little killer. You kill and hide. These crackers ain't hiding.
Say that.
They doing it with a joyous expression. Ain't not now one of them. That's what I said, now.
Damn.
Now is bigger than none.
Go ahead.
Ain't now one of them upset about that.
Not one.
Sister, the black man, we're under it, bro. That's why we ain't got no business killing each other.
That's right. Go ahead. That's right.
This is the generation that is born to answer Frederick Douglass's words.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You are born, man, warrior. You are born a soldier.
That's right.
You're just ignorant of who the real enemy is.
Go ahead.
That's why they don't want you wearing this flag.
Come on. That's right. Teach.
Ain't this something?
He looked just like the brothers standing before the judge getting ready to go to a prison, only he going to a plantation, but they one and the same. They gonna work him for nothing, and what did they pay you in prison? Oh, I thought so. Look at Heather.
They go back together.
You all up in Hollywood running after Heather.
My God.
Wow. It's just look. You want me to celebrate this?
Ain't that a shame?
We're coming up on something.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. We in a restaurant begging to be fed.
Ain't that so? Come on.
Ain't when the hell I'll do that today.
Oh, sir.
And let me tell some of y'all something. Stop going into restaurants arguing with the waiter and waitresses.
Come on.
If a waiter or waitress don't serve, get up and leave. But if you sitting there being all hood hard, well, you better get me my food. This ain't right. Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
Extra sauce. Come on now.
Take that plate.
And do whatever.
Here you go. No.
Come on. Extra
Look at
sauce.
what we had to go through, man, to be accepted by these beasts. Come on. Hell,
Straight beast.
I'm cool. Look at us, not even fighting back water holes. See, brother, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, let me tell you something. These are women. Yes, sir. You know what he should be doing?
Fight.
Attacking this crowd.
Wait.
Look, LA.
Yes, sir.
Every man in here, if you ride and see a police beating a woman, get out your car and deal with it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it again. You get out your car and you gonna deal with it.
That's right.
Not gonna beat our sisters in front of us. If she did something wrong, that restrain her. But shoot her, beat her. Oh hell no. That day is over. And guess what? You stop doing it too.
Come on. Teach.
I better not catch your brother slapping a black woman.
Go ahead.
Or slap your ass.
Come on, man.
Look, I ain't saying you ain't gonna hit me back. You might even win. But you gonna say, damn, man, that nigga slapped me.
Don't feel that. Come on.
You gonna remember that. I might be toothless. But you gonna know you was in a fight.
Go ahead.
Don't mind being toothless for you, sister.
That's right.
I go to the dentist and get high noon.
Go ahead.
After all of that, and Jesus said unto him, this day is salvation come to this house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So much as he also is the son of Abraham. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. Lost in their name, lost in their language. This man did not rob us.
That's right.
I'm closing with this.
Come on. Come on.
This is to all gang members.
All gang bangers.
This open letter was written according to the Metro Star.
Come on.
This was an open letter written to the gang members of Los Angeles
Come on.
from the KKK.
Teach.
You can't read it. I just wanted to put the original up. We're going to clear it up, show you what it said. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take this to every hood in LA. I'm taking this letter.
Take it with it.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to give them this power. What is the difference between this gang and that gang?
Come on. Come on.
They both produce the same product, dead black people.
That's real. That's right.
Teach us.
I'm just looking at product. You can say, I ain't no plan. I don't know. He manufacturing death and you do too.
That's real.
Manufactured.
In early 2011, the Ku Klux Klan released a letter applauding young black males for their efforts and thanking them for their contribution to African American communities. Well, I said something different.
No, sir.
Oh. Man, y'all ready? Yes, sir. The Ku Klux Klan would like to take this time to salute and congratulate all gang bangers for the slaughter of over 4,000 at that time. It's over 25,000 now.
That's real.
That was 2011.
Come on.
For the slaughter of over 4,000 black people since 1975. You are doing a marvelous job. Keep killing each other for nothing.
Come on. Come on.
The streets are still not yours, nigga. It is ours.
Man, what you say?
You are killing each other for our property.
It's real.
They telling the truth.
Yeah.
Them dudes thought their watch was theirs. White folks done already moved them to Lancaster.
Go ahead. Straight facts.
You up in Lancaster talking about what's up. Nigga, you ain't in Watts. You in Lancaster. I thought the hood was yours. You didn't put them tractors out. You didn't ask them tractors. Nigga, where y'all from?
You didn't do that.
You really ain't a gangster.
Think about it.
You're really under hypnosis.
Go ahead, bro.
And you are a modern day Frankenstein for a wicked scientist. You are killing what could be future black doctors, lawyers, and businessmen that we won't have to compete with. And the good thing about it is that you are killing the youth.
Think about that.
So we won't have to worry about niggas in generations to come. We would further like to thank all the judges who have over sentenced those niggas to prison.
Come on. Come on.
We are winning.
Straight like that.
Pretty soon, we will be able to go back to raping your women because all your men will be gone.
That's real.
So you gangbangers, keep up the good work. We love to read about drive-by shootings. We love to hear how many niggas get killed over the weekends.
Go ahead.
We can tolerate the niggas jungle fever for now. You can have Heather for a minute.
Think about it. Think about it.
Because we gave her diseases that she's giving you anyway.
Get to work. Yes, sir.
Wake and shake.
Black girl wink at you, you go crazy.
Come on.
She'll do anything you say. See, you don't want a woman out of the hood that's going to put some responsibility on you.
Come on now.
Heather going to pay for your meal. She ain't going to let you pay for nothing. Ride you around. Shanae ain't going to play. Shanae ain't going to say, nigga, you ain't got nothing. Shaniqua gonna say, man, you came home, ain't got no food?
Come on.
Man, you didn't stop by church and niggas go get a number 2.
Hey.
We can tolerate the niggas jungle fever for now. Because that further breaks down the race.
Real.
All gangbangers across the world, we don't love you niggas. But we can appreciate you gangbangers. You are doing a wonderful job in eliminating the black race. Without the men, your women cannot reproduce. Unless, of course, we do it for them.
Think about it. Come on.
Then we will successfully eliminate a race thanks to your help and commitment to killing each other. If most of you nigga gangbangers cannot read this letter, it is okay. Go pull a trigger and kill a nigga.
What a letter of recommendation.
This was in the Philadelphia newspaper.
Come on. Come on.
I gotta get this to every hood. I love this right here, but this is supposed to come together to get rid of this. The red and the blue star that appears every 50,000 years, see? They don't want you under the right flag.
Come on, brother.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I need help getting this letter out to the gang members. Anybody help me deliver these letters? Some of y'all help me deliver these letters.
Yes, sir.
Some of y'all scared. Look at you, scared. I ain't taking no letters.
Post it.
So which flag will you
What
choose?
a letter of
All right.
recommendation.
The nation might not look like much to you,
Come on.
It's the people,
Come on.
not the nation.
but the nation is about to change in the twinkling of an eye.
It's real. It's real.
God does not take down one power without raising up another.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You may say, well, where's y'all grocery? Why y'all ain't got nothing? It's coming.
That's real. That's real.
To the members of the nation who are out saying the same thing. Go ahead.
Come
The
on.
Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said to me, no, brother, God has to frustrate two entities. The hypocrite and the weak believer. They cannot win with us. I know we gonna win. I know we gonna have it all. The whole country gonna be out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Millionaires now.
Which flag will you choose?
Learn.
I don't know about you. I'm choosing this.
Yes.
The red represents freedom. The star, God is the only one can give us justice, and there only can be no justice without truth.
It's real.
The moon represents equality of opportunity.
Come on.
Huh? And that's what we want. We
Yes,
want
sir.
freedom. We want a full and what? Complete freedom. I don't want the freedom that America gave me because it wasn't free, it was a trap.
Right.
Because as a black man, I can't go anywhere I want to go among white people without them getting nervous.
It's real.
I can hold my arm up and I'm still getting shot. We want justice. See, that's justice. We want justice, equal justice under the law. We want justice applied equally to all, regardless to creed or class or color.
Come on. Think about it.
Even the nation. Look, a white man said to me, sound like to me you're teaching black supremacy. I said, how you know?
Come on.
I don't want to live under no black supremacy. I said, why not? You ain't never tried it.
Right.
I've lived under white supremacy.
Go ahead.
I said, let me tell you, white boy, we will give you justice better than you gave it to us. You better get used to it because one day you're going to have to see us in power.
It's real. Real.
Well, what are you going to do to me? Nothing.
In your place.
Treat you with kindness.
Come on.
Treat you the way I want to be treated. and make sure you never get back in power to do what you did?
Yes. Go ahead.
Look at you. You travel all around the world to darker people and they never do nothing to y'all.
Think about it.
It's not in our nature to do to you what you did to us.
Come on.
I said, so won't you try black people in power?
Come on.
Well, we tried Obama. I said, he wasn't black.
Right. Teach.
He had a black face,
Come on.
but he had a white mind. He denounced his own preacher who denounced you.
Woo. Think about that.
We want equality of opportunity. We want equal membership in society with the best in what? Society. See, that's what the nation wants.
Come on. Come on.
They can't get that to us. We want our people in America whose parents or grandparents were descendants from slaves to be established, to be allowed to establish a separate state or what?
Territory.
Of their own.
Come on.
Y'all don't like that part.
Love it. Love it.
Separate me.
I ain't talking to y'all who love me. I'm going to read that again because Caucasians are watching.
Right.
They can't stand me.
Come on, talk about it.
They always watching.
Always. Bear witness.
They come on my Facebook page. Who the hell are you? I say, well, stop looking.
You don't like it to come over here?
You must like it. Number 4, we want our people in America whose parents or grandparents were descendants from slaves to be allowed to establish a separate state or territory of their own, either on this continent or elsewhere. See, that's reparation. See, look, if we can have these 3 things,
Go ahead.
if we can have freedom, full and complete freedom, if we can have justice, if we can have equality, we won't need number 4.
Right.
That's why it's point number 4. Because if we can get these first 3, we don't need point number 4.
Right.
But we can't get the first 3, so here's what we want. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to provide such land, and that the area must be fertile and minerally rich. See, even some of you, I don't want to be nowhere where ain't never black people. Why?
Black niggas.
Why?
Come on.
You ain't been to Jamaica? We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to maintain and supply our needs in this separate state or territory for the next 20 to 25 years until we are able to produce and supply our own needs. Why should we do that? We did it for you.
Right.
You worked us for nearly 300 years for nothing. We built this country. Y'all got rich on our back.
That's real.
You a trillionaire.
Come on, brother.
You put your foot on us. You raped us. You robbed us. How do you repair a damaged mind?
Teach on that, brother.
Then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, since we cannot get along with them in peace and equality, after giving them 400 years of our sweat and blood, and receiving in return some of the worst treatment
Worst.
human beings have ever experienced, we believe our contribution to this land and the suffering forced upon us by white America justifies our demand for complete separation in a state or territory of our own. Before you start cussing me out,
Come on.
go in your Bible.
Teach.
Your Bible from Genesis to Revelation is full of stories of people who was made slaves by others.
Go ahead.
God always came and separated them from their oppressors. He never did integration.
Never.
Egypt got out of there. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
How we gonna have a separate? See, you're the only people that think like that. Even though you're in America, there's others who got a separate area.
Come on. Look at it.
See, you don't want no separate territory, but why the Chinese in America develop the Chinatown? You're in America, you don't need a Chinatown in America.
Go ahead.
They ain't slaves like you.
That's right. Did you know?
There's an area in LA called El Salvador. I mean, in the city made this island. Koreatown, Little Bangladesh, Little Armenia, Little Tokyo, Little Ethiopia, Thai town, historic Filipino town. Where's ours?
Come on, come on. Hey.
So don't tell me others, they got a separate state or territory. You can't go to China and find no soul food restaurant.
Teeth.
Go to Chinatown. I love them for that. They don't put all that out your head. They just haven't been messed up like us.
Right.
Think about it.
They came to America, they pulled together their resources, they carved out an area for themselves, bought white folks out, put white folks out, start building for themselves. They got businesses in their language. If you drive through there, you don't even know what that business is doing because it's in their language.
Can't read it, they don't want the money.
I went to Chinatown. I asked everybody, I said, excuse me, man. Could you tell me where soul food restaurant is? We know, you gotta go to Wood. You gotta go to Wood for that. But Chinese got a restaurant in the hood.
Come on, beach heads. Come on.
And you all up in it. Give me some chicken chow mein. Now, if you don't believe me, try this. Go to Chinatown, build a black restaurant, open it up, guess what's gonna happen? Ain't nobody coming in there.
Nobody. Walk right
But
past.
look at you. You'll give anybody your mouth.
Think about that. Come on.
Take a bite.
So what was wrong with Elijah asking for this?
Nothing.
Not a thing.
It don't stop there. Let me close on this.
Come on.
This is the Israeli flag.
Oh, here we go.
Do you know since 1958, every year, the taxpayers of America give nearly $4 billion a year to the state of Israel as a slave state?
That's a fact.
We are paying for their Holocaust and America had nothing to do with it.
That's a fact. Come on. 6-point start.
They have received over $134 billion since 1948. So when the nation asks for a separate state and take care of us, you've been taking care of them since 1948.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Don't tell me they won't do it. They just won't do it for you. They don't care nothing about you. That's why that white senator said, to hell with these niggas in reparations.
He said.
We ain't giving y'all nothing. See, that's what God wanted him to say, so you will see. We don't even know what reparation looks like. We just want a check. Come on, y'all. If the white man sent everybody here $150,000,
Come on.
oh, you got $150,000 in your hand, you gonna give it right back.
Right there.
You gonna go and buy a box of potato chips.
Whole bunch. 6 hours.
Cadillac don't get it.
Come on.
Huh? You going straight to the mall.
Straight to the mall.
And be broke and be under next system.
May Allah bless you. So don't tell me they won't take care of you in a separate. They taking care of these people.
That's right.
Straight down.
So the Holy Quran says, respite me to the day when they are raised.
Go ahead,
It
Elijah.
ain't but one nation trying to raise black, brown, and yellow folks and red folks.
Yeah.
That's the nation of Islam.
Go!
Sisters, when Elijah found you, wasn't you like that? Maybe not all of you, but
Praise the Lord. Not all the way.
some of y'all was already like this.
Where you at? Where you at?
When this teacher found me, I was just like that.
Go ahead.
I came to the nation every day. I started standing up more.
Go ahead.
Huh? Sisters were just like that. White man undress you, God dress you.
Go ahead, brother.
This is what they did. The resurrection of the dead. Thank you, and may Allah bless you as I greet you in Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
That's some hell of a stuff there.
Good teacher.
Wow. Did you learn anything?
Yes, sir.
Frederick Douglass was deep.
Wasn't it heavy with it? No, they-
Brothers and sisters, I don't believe, I know God is about to bless Muhammad's Mosque number 27.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on.
I know. I don't have no doubt about it because my messenger told me that it's
That's it.
about to be
That's it.
blessed. Our people are ready.
Go ahead.
We, the members of the nation, we just got to continue to ask God, purify us, cleanse us, that we don't be the same people in here that they run into out there.
Come on now. Good teacher.
See? MGT, ask God, remove any impediment that hinders me from handling these sisters when they come among us. Don't be in the nation looking for no man. There ain't no man in here.
Come on.
I'm going to hurry up and keep you from getting disappointed.
Go ahead.
Sisters, we up in here practicing
Come on now.
and striving.
Come on.
Oh, it got quiet up in here. Man,
Just step up in here.
brothers upset.
That's real, brother.
I'm being honest. I have not met but one man in the nation.
Teach.
His name is Far.
Go ahead.
I'm striving to be like him. I'm not the same brother I was when I came. I'm getting there. Every brother, sister, you too. Brother, don't come in here for no sister thinking that the sisters in the nation will serve you or run your bear water. Brother, let me tell you something.
Teach.
Them sisters will submit to you. Okay. Don't let them headpieces fool you, bro. They'll cook for you. Yeah, they will, but all right. You better produce something. If you can't produce and supply her needs,
Come on.
you might as well have married the devil himself.
That's real.
That boy ain't good today.
Boy, but if you can produce, if you can say be and it is, and you're courting her, sister, I got you.
Go ahead.
In 3 years, we're gonna have this, we're gonna have that. Even when she died, you gotta carry her with her die.
Come on.
She don't believe because everything that came before you was a robber and a thief.
That's real.
So she don't want no tell me religion, she want a show me relationship. Nigga, show me. She'll hide money from you until she can trust you with money. I'm like, keep a stash. I think I'm broke sometimes. I go home weary. All of a sudden, I'm in the living room, I'm crying. My wife, baby, what's wrong? Mother, they come in and I told you I was going to. Next thing I know, she showed up with about a bundle.
Go ahead.
But they're trained. If you can produce. Brother, do you know if she give you $500 and you go take that $500 and you bring back $3,000? Go ahead. Baby, look, I ain't got it right now. I need $500. I'm going to invest. I'm going to get some things. I'm going to sell it, but I'm going to give you that back. She give it to you. Oh, she's skeptical as hell. Boy, but But you go out, boom, bam, bam, you come back, baby, here's your 500 back, here's 25 right there, I put 5, I kept 5.
I don't know about that. Keep it at 5.
Gotta keep some too. Be no fool and give it all to her. But if you gave her back 5 times more than what she gave you, guess what she gonna do? Oh, she headed to the kitchen. What you want, baby? You want some bean soup, some tossed salad?
Go ahead.
I'll make you some vegetarian molecules. Then you get up the next day, she say, hey, what if I give you $100,000? You take that 1,000, you come back with 10, you got her.
Come on.
She better not mouth. In fact, she ain't gonna mouth off. Oh, but if you keep taking her money, you keep coming back with excuses every time she turns around.
Come on.
You on a damn video game, the only thing you proud of is how many damn points you scored. You in trouble. Sisters, do not date a brother in the nation who will not turn you over to the MGT.
Come on. Listen. Come on.
He said, I'm going to teach you myself. That is a thief and a robber. That is a brother who's trying to control you in the name of Islam. And any brother that's reaching out for you and then not telling and telling you don't tell those in authority, you got a thief. Because we got his records.
Right.
You can dig. I ain't telling nobody. I don't want nobody in our business. Cool. Then don't come to me when he knock your teeth out. Ooh, let me get out of this stuff. Man, how many of you, this is your first time at a Nation of Islam meeting? Would you raise your beautiful hand?
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on, y'all. Look at all of our first time guests. Stand up. Stand up. All our first time guests. Stand up. I just want to see you. Oh, look at our. No, I said no. I haven't asked you. I just wanted to stand up. I want to say thank you. Thank you. You could have been somewhere else today.
That's real. That's
But
real.
you chose to come in and hear your brother. That's right. I hope I didn't disappoint you. I pray that I didn't hurt your feelings, did I?
No, sir.
Oh, thank you. You may be seated. How many of you believe what you heard today to be the truth and good for us as a people? Oh, that's beautiful. You believe it? Yes, sir. What you heard? Wow. You know, that belief has to be taken into practice. How many of you now are ready? You're not afraid to stand up and join on to the bold leadership of this man,
Come
the
on.
Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Come on.
Stand up. Come on. Let's stand up. Everybody. Come on, home. Come on, brother. Stand up. Come on down. Come on. My sister, come on down. Come on. All of you who want to join the Nation of Islam, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You said you believe. Those of you who believe that what you heard today to be the truth, come on home.
That's right.
Come on home. Anybody else? Look at my little sisters.
That's right.
Wow. Where's your mother? Where's your mother? Where's your mother? Oh, that's mama over there? Mama already in, huh? Sister Linda's daughter? Which Linda?
Not me, of course.
Sure is. I see her all over you. Sisters.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got nowhere else to go.
That's real. That's real.
Come on. We're not perfect. I'm not going to lie to you. We have a perfect teacher. but we're not perfect. Brothers,
Yes, sir. Come on now.
you can't come down. The white man took a picture of every one of y'all who came in. You can't tell them you were just playing. Because now you was in there too long. May Allah bless you. Give a hand to those who have.
I was told to deliver this message.